story. Hey, broadcast is live.
That's what it says.
Hello, everybody.
Checking the video and it's working. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Tony, don't hide the porn mustache.
Hi, guys. I'm rocking my 70s mustache, y'all.
You are
I've
back
decided
in
I
time.
can't grow a beard, so I'm going to grow a big-ass Tom Selleck mustache.
I like it. Tom Selleck
Mustache
for
is the end
sure.
of the world.
Yeah, that is definitely it's getting in there.
So now, all I got to do is buy a Ferrari and move to Hawaii.
Just wait till you hit puberty. It's really gonna look good.
Hey, now, I've been trying for like 30 years to hit puberty.
Have you?
It's obviously not working.
No, it's not. Oh, that's okay. Well, it's all right, man.
Anyway.
So what's up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good, because I got to actually see you in person today.
You did. Ran into me at the Kroger parking lot, and you guys were picking up some refreshments. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go in with you.
Pissed you off? Got in behind you and honked, and you were like,
I was like, what the
whoever this motherfucker is.
And I saw it. Then I looked at the green truck, and I was like, motherfucking Tony Brown.
We were stalking you ever since you got off the bypass.
I figured as much.
I think that's still got the 14-month-old fucking paper plate on it because the world's shut down.
Exactly. Well, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get my car into the I still have that temporary tag because they've been shut down. It's like, well, I got my title already. It's in the glove box. But yeah, everything else is not quite finished yet. So yeah. And they still have my vanity plate at the dealership. I haven't sent that yet. Well, they said they can't until they open up there.
No,
so
shit.
It's just a clusterfuck. Hey, good times.
So do you get your plate back and you just got to put the new little sticker on it?
No, I'll get my plate back and then you actually have to take the plate in to the bureau, and then they will reassign the VIN number to that license plate.
Oh, I got
Because right now it's attached to the Jeep, my own car, my trade-in. So, and then now it's gonna be attached to the Z. But you'll have to help me. I may be updating my vanity plate. Since the show is it's already it's finished. So Jon Snow may retire.
Jon Snow? I thought it was a Golden Girls plate.
No. Thanks. B. Arthur's got to get it, right? Isn't that it?
What? I thought that's what it said was I heart BEA.
Mm-hmm.
Thought B was your favorite.
Nope, T-Bone. That wasn't what it said. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Wow, where are we going from Game of Thrones then? You've been Jon Snow for years.
I know. We'll talk about it out there, because if I decide on one and then all of a sudden somebody gets it without, wait a minute. I've been through a few.
That might be a good idea to get rid of the Jon Snow since you're driving around the 300Z now. They really might think you're slinging some snow around.
Yeah.
For the sports car.
Exactly. He must be a drug dealer. Yes. No drugs. Not anymore. What? Hello? Hey.
Let's see. You get 6 letters here.
You get 6 letters, and you have to have a space or a dash. So in other words, it can't be 100%. Let's see here.
Perfect. You can put ILUVTB and it'll fit.
So do you know James? We just got a. Can you see it on your screen?
James. I do not know you, James Squirrel, but that is hilarious.
Yeah.
And thank you for talking about that. I'm trying, man. I've never grown one ever. Like, I've had the goatee for years, but I'm trying to get rid of the itchiness up here. The whole plan is to do the Snidely Whiplash, man. I'm gonna let it get long. I got some mustache wax, man. So maybe in like 4 months from now, because I can't grow facial hair for shit, I'll have a cool ass fucking Snidely Whiplash, 30s, 40s style fucking curly mustache.
There you go. Thanks, James. Appreciate the comment. And you have a comment, click on it. Let us know. We will we'll get to them. We'll talk about just about anything, except for Tony's
James
shady
Squirrel.
past.
James Squirrel. Jaymes. I wonder if that's my brother-in-law, James.
Who knows? Maybe. Could be. Could be.
James.
Could be.
Is that you? Probably. I don't know. If he says anything about our brony battle, then then that's my brother.
Could be.
Because because of certain people that bombarded my life with brony stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ever live it down.
You're welcome. You wore that shirt proudly. Several cons.
That guy.
Thanks.
All that guy's fault.
Let's see. If you have any questions, you definitely can put them in the chat. If you're watching us on your TV or your phone or tablet or whatever, or your computer, you can, just type right on in there. Tony, did you get a little hair there? Got one?
I got a hairy beard. That was weird.
Yeah. So, I'll bring this up and then we'll move on to the subject we're here to talk about. But you talked about at one point maybe. Oh, tonight's topic is the reopening. Coronavirus is the stages of reopening are coming on strong now, especially after a lot of the riots and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'd love to stay working from home. Let's hope that happens, but at least for a little longer. Enjoying it a lot.
Forever.
That would be nice. Well, I think you actually have gotten the word that you're good to go.
I hope so. No, they don't change their mind.
I don't see why they would.
Hopefully I love working from home.
And you were so against it at first.
I was, because man, if this way, right outside this window, I can see my goats, and I thought it was going to be really distracting at first. I mean, and it's still distracting sometimes. But
James has a new comment.
Son of a bitch!
Pretty pony. Oh,
God damn it!
Giddy up ride, Tony. Giddy up ride. Woohoo! So, Tony, do you still have your tail on your? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we were talking about your hair. Oh, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. So are you thinking of? You had long hair. You've had a ponytail for a long time. You were kind of on the fence. Are you? Is it still a consideration that you might? Was it James Hatfield it and cut it up, trim it down?
It may be an involuntary thing, because getting up there in age, and my hair is not wanting to be as luscious and beautiful as it once was, and I don't want to have a Hulk Hogan and be bald up here and have some hair. So I'm hoping I can reach 50 before I have to cut my hair, but I don't know.
We have another comment.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, this is going to be a fun podcast. James, keep it up. Love it. What? Participation, Tony. We enjoy this.
Yes, I understand. And I love all your comments.
Oh, it's too funny. It's too funny. Yeah. So someday maybe. Okay.
Yeah, when it starts getting bad, man, I'm not gonna be that dude that is struggling with Oh, really? I would have never thought that.
What are you drinking, Tony?
Cheers, friend. West 6. Oh, you guys don't get that down there in fucking Mountain Town, fucking Georgia / Tennessee. That's a scary ass fucking cup.
I know. Isn't that awesome? I'm drinking tea out of it right now.
Tea?
Yeah.
You just bought some really exciting stuff earlier.
I did. Whoops. I'll float down here.
I don't have my pan cup tonight, man. Sorry.
That's all right. You showed it off last time.
Yeah. Just straight canning it. Nah. I mean, his wife does make them.
Oh, does she? There you go. See,
Well,
that's my
your
wife made this one.
your wife. Wait, your wife makes these awesome ass cups,
Yep.
so everybody can get a hold of David, and Stephanie will customize anything you want on a
Oh
cup
yeah.
for a wonderfully
Very
reasonable
reasonable.
fee.
Very reasonable. Yep. And that looks pretty good. I actually personally have 4 different design cups. She has 8.
Oh, I've
Oh yeah.
got 2.
I tell you.
I got the OG Escape Pod one that we made like years ago,
Yeah.
and then I got my badass pan. Oh, I have 3. Shit, 3. I got my Cannibal Corpse cup too.
That's right. That's right. Oh, here we go.
Ah, see, there we go.
There we go. We work it out.
All right, we'll hook it up, man.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, man. So on to the subject tonight, which is some of the places that are opening back up. One of the big ones, especially for entertainment, and has been really shut down, is the Malco movie theater.
Yeah, here in town, which is amazing because I've been seeing articles where like AMC theaters are thinking they might not bounce back from this.
Right.
Yeah.
He misspelled one word, so we're adding it on there at the end. Guys, hey, sometimes when you're texting, your little fingery and can happen. But yeah, the Malco, of course, my daughter works at the Malco, and it was funny. We actually got a press release because we've actually done some things with the Malco and when they opened and everything, and it was great. Podcast got a press release. It was super nice, great company. My daughter really enjoys working there, and she's been working there through high school and now through her college. She still works here because they're really good and working around her schedule and everything. So that's awesome. And they sent out a press release letting everybody know when it was opening. So I told her about it, and she was like, "Oh, it's awesome." She goes, "I haven't heard anything yet from work." I said, "Well, we'll let them, just ask." And so she said, "I hear we're opening on Monday," and they replied back, "Where'd you hear that?" Like, check your email. So there you go. So they pretty much sent it out corporate wide and everything all at once. So in like a few minutes later, she sent back. She goes, "Hey, looks like we're opening on Monday. You'll start then." And then they messaged her back a little later, and we're like, "We need you to come in on Sunday night to help us get prepped and ready to go." So she's excited.
So did they say they're doing like 30% in the theaters, or they're not?
It doesn't say in the press release. Let me pull that up. It talks about the reopening dates. The initial round of locations is because they have a lot of locations, but Tennessee, Mississippi, and Kentucky are where they're focusing first. Owensboro, of course, is one of them. And it's in the first of the reopening phases. They already have, I believe, I think they have a drive-in, and that they've actually reopened that already, which is really cool. Because a lot of people can go to the theater and see that we have a drive-in here, not related to the Malco, in the I guess the Rio area, Rio, Indiana, and it's fun to go to. But the Malco theaters, man, especially with the new, all the new seating. And what the nice thing is about it, that if they are, which I'm sure they probably will be limited in size. I don't know for sure on this, not 100%, so don't quote me on this. But I'm assuming it's probably kind of like the way they kind of phased out when they were starting to limiting seating. They assign seat at the Malco now with the new seating, comfortable reclining chairs, so they can go in and the computer can be like, okay, we'll put this group here, 4 or 5 seats away. Let's put a group here.
Right.
That way everybody can still be social distance, and then of course they have all the employees will be gloved and masked and take cleaning precautions throughout the day. And of course they sell alcohol and have food service, so it'll be great to get back for some entertainment. And they said the current plans are to offer some indie releases And then like High Note was one of them they mentioned. And then also there is a potential classics lined up. None of these are official yet. It should some things. So I think maybe actually should probably start popping up on their website today. I need to look at the app. I probably should have done that before we did this. But I know there's like they're talking about maybe bringing in like Jaws, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Madagascar, Indiana Jones films. Plus some of the things that were released right when the COVID started, happening, like Trolls World Tour. See that in theater. The Invisible Man would be great to see that in theater because that's really intense, really intense.
Did you see
it? Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah, I was excited. Like I was pretty excited on that whole like take on how they were going to do the Invisible Man. It looked really good.
Yeah, they think they did awesome. And then there's other movies like starting July 1st, Russell Crowe's new film Unhinged opens, and then followed by Christopher Nolan's Tenet, which is going to be a huge summer blockbuster movie, and really looking forward to that. His movies are pretty amazing, and Tenet is definitely one to look out for. July 17th. So this will be great because now they'll be able to to hit hard and do that. And then things like Disney's Mulan and like the new SpongeBob movie, things like that will start showing up, and in July like 24th and July 30, I guess 31st. So that's pretty cool. Looking pretty. But you can actually start getting tickets and stuff for opening night on Monday, starting now on their website. We got a couple of quick thing here from James.
Oh.
So no theater open here. AMC is screwed. Yeah, they did kind of yeah. And then
I'm surprised no theaters open by you guys. I thought like you guys opened everything up.
Let's see. And he's talking about Invisible Man too. It's a perfect new take on the film. And actually it I mean, it's really good taking, I don't want to give anything away, but taking the intense subject matter and then putting it in the classic horror franchise. It's like they really blended together. It's like it worked. It really works. Yeah. I'll tell you a movie, and I bought it the other day just because. He did say Dave and Buster's is open though.
Yeah.
What city does he live in?
There you go.
What city? Roughly close to?
Trenton, I think it was, which is close to Chattanooga, I think.
Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's awesome because, and it's dude, outside of where he lives, man, like you walk out of the front porch and it's just views of mountains. It was cool shit. So definitely got the cool views and everything. But yeah, it's like not too far. Yeah, not too far from Chattanooga. Yeah.
There you go. You go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it but I always had a fondness for the Chevy Chase version with Daryl Hannah called Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And what's crazy is I didn't even realize it, and I'm pretty up on his films. I didn't realize that was John Carpenter directed that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I know. I was like, what? Yeah. And apparently the studio at the time paid like $1 million to get the rights. And, and then it didn't quite live up to its box office. So.
Yeah. I've totally forgot about that with the scarf and the glass. Yeah.
Yeah, her putting the makeup on him and stuff.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I looked and it was like, it's $5. I'm buying it. And I did. So we'll have to sit over and watch it one night. So.
Yeah. And I might,
but I like the.
Sure it's going to be empty enough, but so I might have to actually go and be prepared, people. Watch Jaws for the very first time ever.
That's crazy that you've never seen Jaws.
No. I saw parts of it. I went on the Universal Studios ride when I lived in Florida, but I've never watched the entirety of Jaws. I've drank Narragansett beer because that was the beer that What's-His-Face was drinking when he was poking the shark in the eye or whatever he does in the movie.
Yep. So. I need to watch that movie some more, and I used to be able to do an imitation of Quinn, but it's been so long I wouldn't even try it now. It was pretty funny because he's just an old salty sea dog, so it was easy to imitate him, and the actor was amazing.
Who the hell's Quinn?
He's the ship captain when they decide to go out and try and
is he the dude that says we need a bigger boat?
No, that's the sheriff. Yeah, that's the sheriff's line. Brody.
See, so that proves to you I've never watched it.
Never fucking seen it, have you? Dude, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I actually saw Jaws 3D in theater at Amalco in 3D. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw Friday the 13th, part 3 in 3D.
I saw that.
And
one
it actually was pretty good. Considering, I mean, it's so funny, especially when you watch it now without the 3D.
It's so obvious which shots are in 3D. Hey, I love you, fucker.
Jumped up on his pretty pony.
I'm punching the balls.
So much love. Jesus. But yeah, so it's pretty good. And I mean, because it's so crazy.
Some classic movies, man, I don't know. They just never interested me. I think
Did you ever see Hollow Man?
Yes, I thought Hollow Man was really good.
They did that very well, and he was definitely a pervert type. That worked out good too in that particular one.
And which I mean, I'm a huge Kevin Bacon fan, so
there you go.
I watch everything Kevin Bacon does, so
Yeah, he's got a new horror movie that's coming out.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
What is it called?
Really good.
I can't think of what it's called now.
Yeah, I know.
Where they go into that house and he's like measuring the outside and the inside, and it's like the house's inside is 2 foot bigger than the outside. The outside, it's not possible.
Yeah,
it's like it is in your house, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I want to say it was the producer that that horror movie he did.
It's Blumhouse, I think.
Yeah, he did another horror movie that was really good. I read the book and watched the movie, and I can't think of shit right now. I suck. Sorry.
How many beers you had? You drunk?
42.
42. That's awesome.
I've only had 2. Shit. I just can't. I don't know. Can't think of shit. I got overheated today, man. We took 12 of our goats and we're switching pastures. So that, once they clean one area, we take them into the other. So, and that was a chore because some of the older ones, they go easily, but the younger ones, they don't know what's going on. So we had to struggle to carry them over there, man. And it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. They'll bug you in the head with them horns too.
Yeah. Well, that's only Pan. I mean, he's the only crazy one. The rest of them are just like, whatever, man. Just take me somewhere and let me eat.
That's funny. That's funny. So, how's Pan doing?
He's good, man. He's happy.
Good. That's all that matters.
Yeah. We got a shout out to Reed's Orchard here locally in Owensboro. They they have a huge place, on the other side of town, and they have a small farm stand, I guess you want to call it, closer to us. And when they get produce that's ugly produce, it's not good enough to sell to customers or whatever.
Right.
They always hold it for us, so because they know we have goats and chickens and stuff, so they give that for free. Yeah. So those guys, Reed's Orchards, if you're here locally, go buy produce from those guys. They're awesome.
I take my mom there still once a year, do the apple pick, and man, she loves that. Plus, there's also they have great preserves and the honey. Oh, local honey, man. Say it's one of the best things for what ails you, because it's actually here local. So I like that, and it's all good, reasonably priced. Great product, great company, great product.
Yeah. So love you guys. So hopefully this gets back to them. We appreciate it.
There you go. Hopefully. Yeah. And then we were talking about some of the businesses. We were of course the Malco, which is we're glad that they're coming back on starting Monday. So check it out. You can go to malco.com, or if you got the app, download it on your iPhone or your app Android phone. You can just go in and download that app for free, and then you can actually order and pay for your tickets, get your seating, everything all done in advance, so that you just walk in, show them the code on your phone, they punch it in, and then print you out some tickets. You go right over and take you to your seats. Great. You can get you some wonderful. Hardly wait for that popcorn popper to start up again. Oh man.
Yeah.
Or may just buy a whole big bag. They sell popcorn by those big bags too, if you want them. So it's really reasonable too. I'm just saying. From what I remember, it's a really good price and get a huge amount of popcorn. You can just sit at the house and Netflix out with some fresh Malco popcorn if you want to.
Mm-hmm. You know, speaking about that, you mentioned that everybody's going to be masked up and they're going to be wearing gloves.
As far as I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really don't like the fact that people are wearing gloves.
Well, I don't know for sure on this location.
Right. I know it protects the person wearing them. Right. But when you're touching everybody's stuff and you're handing it back to them, I mean, if that person that handed you their debit card before they handed it to me and they happen to have some germs on there, I'm going to get the germs because those people never change their gloves.
Right.
So I personally wish that they would do away with the gloves and just sanitize their hands.
Well, let me just state that we do not know about the Malco doing their policy. I just know that they were going to follow guidelines set out by the CDC.
Yeah, in general, I wish nobody would wear gloves and just sanitize your hands in between
after each time. Yep. Yeah.
And that's a lot of that's for me. In my past life, many years ago, being into body modification and being a body piercer, you constantly change your gloves. Everything you touch, change your gloves. Touch a person,
and they may do
change your gloves. So
I know that they're going to keep everybody safe because the Malco's a very reputable company. So they'll do the right thing. Definitely give them a chance because what a great company they are. So, and then there's also we heard that what was it called? The Golden Corral.
Yeah, they're gone.
The one in Owensboro, they are not reopening. All their stuff was off the sign, and they are. I mean, I hate to see it go for the people that work there. They never quite got over the stigma of Ryan's in that location, I don't think. And to be honest, and I don't know why this was, because we ate there several times, but I've eaten in Golden Corral, like in Henderson and in Evansville. Huge difference between the service and the quality of food.
Big difference.
That was put out in the Owensboro location. So unfortunately, whether it was management or whatever, I don't know. Or
I think a lot of it was the same people that worked at Ryan's just started working at Golden Corral. So
could have been.
I mean, there's really not much change. I mean, I could be wrong, but I recognized a lot of faces because we hit Ryan's every once in a while. When we were like, "Hey, let's get a breakfast," because I love salads for breakfast. Like I absolutely love a cold, fresh salad. Ryan's actually did good salad bar.
So does Shoney's.
Golden Corral did good cold salad bar. So I just kind of recognize some of the same faces. So I don't know if maybe. Yeah.
And I'm curious because I haven't been into like Shoney's recently or places that have like those. How are they going to do that? Is there going to be somebody back there with gloves going, "What would you like? Here you go." That would be okay. Because I don't think you're going to have people digging over their own stuff and making their own stuff and hands in and out. I just don't see that being the case. But I could be wrong. But I think if they're smart, they'll have somebody that like a salad preparer, kind of like they do at Subway, where you see everything you want, but they have somebody there. And they've been in that protocol for a long time. They wear gloves. I'm sure they're going to mask up now. But I mean, they, and they've been serving through the drive-through. I mean, there are a lot of businesses that have worked hard to keep people happy and keep people fed. Because there were 2 or 3 weeks there that it was like, what do you want to eat? I don't want anything. Nothing sounds good. We get all these groceries and you're like, we didn't want to fix anything. They didn't want to order anything. They just want to go back to bed. There was a few nights like that. I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner tonight. If I get any indication, and not that I'm probably probably not a bad thing for me to miss 30 or 100 meals, but
still gotta eat, man.
I do. Air's good. Water's delicious.
You max headroom there for a second.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony had some bad problems earlier. That's why we were a little late starting tonight, because Tony had a little bit of router issues. And I told him, I said, you probably reached your porn limit. But he said he'd done that years ago. Who knows?
Like way before you porn even started, I think that like they were like, you got to cut it out, man.
Spankbank.com. What? All right then. Oh, we're both coughing.
Look, I spread my cough to you. It's all over.
Just kidding. Yeah, no, we're fine. You know what? It is suck though. Like you go out and you have to put your arm in the shoulder, or you cough or something in your shirt, and people look at you like, and you're like, you just can't. No matter what you do, it's like there's this thing called allergies. I'm allergic to cut grass.
You're supposed to be wearing a mask.
I have a mask. If a location requires me to wear it, I will wear it.
You should wear it everywhere. Especially when we get our Outbreak podcast masks, which once we get them
that's a different story right there. So I ordered one, paid for it. I have a thing where they were like, hey, it's at the ship. It still hasn't shipped yet because it's still being printed, because apparently they were so bombarded by people wanting those custom mask things. So wow. I have an escape pod one coming. That probably after it's all said and done, when we're not going to need any of this stuff anymore, then I'll get it. And I'll just hang it up on the wall and be like, remember when?
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, today, and I can't pull it up and show you shit because we're talking through my phone. But today on my Facebook memories, it was back from 2016, maybe. We were at OMG Con.
Yeah.
And there was a picture of Brianna with a face mask on. With a biohazard symbol on it.
Yeah, she can't find that anywhere. She says she still has it somewhere. We had it when it very first started, and he was like, "You should look for that mask." And she's like, "It's not really an official mask." I said, "You should just look for it because that would be cool."
Yeah, I was like, "That's so fitting today."
Yep.
And just so many years ago, she had bought one. I was like, "That was great."
Remind me after the call, and I'll show you the new T-shirt design. We won't talk about it here, but I'll show it to you.
And also today is a 2-year anniversary of the coolest thing we did as Escape Pod Podcast.
Yeah, that is true, because I was talking to Dave about that last night.
Yes.
He's like, right now we'd be in the heat and the sweat and making a season of Stand Against Evil.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, it got canceled. And God, that was a great show. It's still a great show. If you get a chance to watch it, all the episodes are available on Hulu.
You guys go watch
Hulu. Good. Dana Gould is a genius.
Yeah.
And the effects guys, including Dave, and what was the other guy's name? Oh my God.
Mike.
Mike. That's right.
Yeah, Mike McCarr. Oh, sorry, Mike. I'm a dick. I suck with you.
Hey, you at least got Mike. Jesus.
But yeah, go to our website and check back all of our old, and we got a lot of cool behind the scenes stuff and a lot of special effects stuff, and we sit around in the hotel and bullshit with those guys, and it was a good time, man.
Yeah, and we have several interviews with Dave Snyder on our and if you love movies like we do, and you like, and even especially some horror movies, which he's done quite a few. I mean, other movies too, but like some horror movies and stuff. Dave has done amazing work, and it's lucky to call him my friend because he's a super nice guy too. I got to talk to him and Claire last night for a little bit. They were having issues with the TV, and I helped them fix it, so that was cool. And he's like, "Oh, I hate to bother you just with that." I'm like, "Dude, you can call me with anything, man. That doesn't matter how small or whatever. It's all good. That's what friends are for, man." So,
and you guys can ask David, like, I almost gave him a heart attack driving through Atlanta because he was not happy how I was driving through
Oh no, I think the term is shit myself a couple of times because it's like, the bowels were releasing, and then it was Tony was
Right?
fun to
I
drive with.
mean, that's how you
Hey,
got to drive in the city, man.
I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I know exactly what it is. What happened in high school when I was writing, I won't mention any names, but we were a friend had gotten his new VW Bug, new to him. It was an older one. It was nice, and we were out on a gravel road, and he was getting a little fun with the car, and it got a little loose. Then it got away from him, and then it flipped over into a ditch and with
Oh,
water, and it
yeah.
started filling up with water. And I was in the back seat, and I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Oh shit!" So I had to, So I wasn't fat then, so luckily I was able to get out the back window. Yeah. So and then we had to tow it and flip it back over, and I felt so bad for him because he ended up fixing it back up and everything. So anyway, it was just one of those. It was an accident. It was you just got away from him. But ever since then, I'm not exactly what you call, especially backseat rider. You might as well just knock me the fuck out. Side seat's bad enough, and God bless Dave for when I came to LA. I've been to LA twice now, but the one time we stayed with him and he drove us around in LA, and he's used to LA driving, 10 lanes, and he's sipping in and out of traffic and 80 miles an hour, and you got to get this way, you're gonna, and then next second you're like at a dead stop, and then you flooring it again, and he was doing fine, doing great, but of course I'm in the car just like, oh my God, stop! I was he laughed so hard at me, and it was all deserved. I mean, we survived. But at one time I was he's like, if you keep acting like this, you're gonna cause me to have a wreck. I'm like, it was not pretty. God bless him for putting that with me. Oh yeah, thanks, Dave. But no, it's true. He hated me, but yeah. So
those
that
good
was
times, man.
Yep. And we got plenty more to go, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Plenty more to go.
Oh shit. Oh, Owensboro also, unfortunately, has lost J.C. Penney.
Yeah.
So
did they reopen for liquidation?
I hope so, because I need some more mannequins.
It's creepy, Tony.
Yeah.
What do you need the mannequins for?
Tony? Let me rephrase that. Danielle needs more mannequins.
We've all seen Silent Hill. What? Oh yeah, she paints them and decorates them.
Yeah. So we bought some when Macy's went out of business. So hopefully J.C. Penney's will have theirs up soon, and we can get some more mannequins. And
now you were did you ever donate any to the zombie farm? I know y'all were talking to him about that at one time.
We were, and then we kind of lost contact, and then the pandemic hit, and so yeah. But what we were trying to do is we were hoping, because they had so many when we did their podcast with them, that we were hoping, like, Danielle was talking to them, and Danielle was going to paint some and do some artwork on them to make them, horror related, and then it just, unfortunately, it fell through. And so maybe once all this is over, maybe she can get back in contact with them. And
I think if you probably just took them up there and be like, here you go, they'd probably be like, holy crap, awesome.
Yeah.
Work them in. They're great guys.
So, yeah. But and hopefully, now that I have all of this this silk screen stuff to be able to make our own t-shirts and everything, we just gotta get a little more power out to my garage, because I don't have the necessary power. So
do you have an electrician in mind yet?
I don't. It's what's that stuff called? Money. Yeah, money. It's kind of keeping me from being able to have an electrician rewire my whole offside garage. So
I got a little bit of that. We'll talk later.
So once we get that going, we'll be able to make our own t-shirts mask, socks,
There
underwear,
you go.
thongs, bras.
Would you like a picture of Tony Brown on your thong?
Hey, whoa, that was whoa,
You a little gassy there, buddy?
a
Are you
little bit.
okay? All right then. Shit happens.
But,
You had a beer, so anything's possible.
yes, I had one deer. One.
Uh-oh. Max headroom out there. I love it.
But yeah, so maybe we get that going, and then
Hey.
yes, I know your father does electrical work, but that's getting him down here, finding time for us to actually hang out and do that shit. So maybe Mr. Tim Weems can actually come and maybe do that for us someday.
There you go. You guys
So
sound like you guys got some stuff to work out there. That could be good. A little family time, a little work. Because I'm sure you'd be his right hand assistant, wouldn't you?
I
Whatever
would
he
love
needed,
to,
you'd be there
man. Yeah,
helping.
I'd love to learn it because electricity, yeah, definitely dad jokes. Yeah, I just
Oh,
electrical shit just always scared me, man. I just it's one of those things where if you fuck it up, I think it could go real bad.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's yeah, definitely want to make sure you get it done right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna figure out a way that maybe we can get you on here, man. That would be
Yeah,
super cool.
we definitely will.
One of these
Future
days.
podcast. Well, I'll talk to Tony here in a little bit, and we'll work that out. We can have 2 or 3 crazy friends on here. That could be fun.
Yeah, and just shoot
So
the shit.
exactly.
Yeah,
Embarrass us both.
yeah. Talk about all that weird anime shit and Japanese stuff that this
Yeah.
this, this weird
Is
brother-in-law of mine likes.
There's a new comment there. Too funny.
You know. But yeah, so maybe the world will open up someday soon, and everybody can just do normal shit again. And I'm just kind of waiting because especially with all these protests going on, and
Yeah, which
we
they're
got the
hopefully
footage
a
and
lot of that stuff's going away. There's still some pockets and stuff, and I get it. We're not political on this channel at all. That was one of the things we talked about day one. We're not going to be political, and we definitely are never anything racist or anything that we want to put anybody down because we Tony both believe in building up everybody. That's why we made this channel so we can
we
point out
love
the
it.
positives of all people's, whether it's their jobs or their livelihood or their ideas and things that they want to do to, make the world a better place. We're all about that, man.
We
So,
love everybody, and if you know me, I'm in an interracial marriage. My wife is multiracial, so
yep,
you know, we love everybody, man. Just we hope one day everybody can get along and love everybody, and
yep,
the world will be a better place.
it will be. It will be. So, there you go. Uh, all right then.
Oh, one more thing I got to talk
Yep.
about.
Okay.
You know how Fangoria made its comeback like 2 years ago, and they started printing the magazine and everything again.
Yeah.
Well, I guess now they got bought out by Cinestate,
Ooh.
Cinestar, I guess, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And the dude running that got fucking busted for child porn. He
Oh
was
my God.
Yeah, so Fangoria, Joe Bob Briggs, they all and the Shockwaves podcast that
Yeah.
I'm a fan of, they all pulled back and were like, "No, we're not having anything to do with this anymore."
Don't blame him.
So yeah, so Fangoria is up in the air again, whether they're going to continue or not. They're hoping they can find a buyer. Joe Bob Briggs pulled out, which sucked because I mean, if you're a horror fan, you know who Joe Bob Briggs is. Even not a horror fan, I mean, Joe Bob Briggs at the drive-in was just great. So now he's pulled back. So hopefully somebody can pick him
I
back up
am
again.
Dracula.
Sorry. I
So
do
that
love
that
me
was a
some Joe Bob
really
Briggs.
yeah. So that was a really shitty situation. Now I'm still reading up on it because I just found out about it this morning. So
Wow.
It's a couple days old situation, so I was trying to read everything I could on it. I don't know everything, but it's
Yeah.
just a really sad situation. So hopefully Fangoria can carry on again because and they just they were releasing a bunch of cool movies, and so we'll see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that doesn't tarnish the name of that company if they
Yeah,
can get it out from underneath them, because it's Fango
yeah,
was in a lot of great that
yeah.
I used to watch I guess read Starlog, a
Oh
lot of those
yeah,
great ones, man. I love those. Still have a bunch of those hidden
yeah.
around. So
So yeah, there's the whole like they were doing good. Now they might be back in limbo again. Hopefully not for too long, but
right. Well, like I said, it was smart for everybody to pull away from that, because
yeah,
nobody needs that stupid shit.
no.
Yeah. So I
So
have a daughter, so yeah, I'm with you. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, not cool, not cool.
yeah.
But yeah. So man, I guess I mean, there's some other businesses I know that are coming back. And some businesses never really went away, and
Yeah.
sometimes you get the people like at the Kroger that like want to bum rush the lines, and the lady look at you and say, "You need to stay back over there until I tell you to come forward."
That's
And
right.
then they get mad. They're like, "Oh, that's silly, blah, blah." I'm like, dude, it's not silly. You just need to follow the rules, and everything's fine. It's
Just
not a,
be
if
respectful of everybody else,
exactly, I would
whether
just
you
want,
believe it's real or not. Just you know, respect
yeah,
the people around you. Some people wear masks, some people don't. Some people
right,
believe in the distancing, they don't. Just whatever you feel like doing, just respect the other person next to you. And I mean, it's not really that big of a deal to just stay 6 feet away from somebody. You're
yep,
still going to be next in line.
yep,
You don't have to be right up on somebody. Nobody's going to take your spot.
yeah,
Chill the fuck out.
yep. So
Be good.
we'll see how things go. Well, dude, I'm really glad we got to finally talk tonight.
Yeah. I'm
So
glad I got to see you in person.
that was nice. That was nice. Lucky bastard. Wish I could say the same. Just kidding. Some stalker come up behind me, ramming back my car,
That's right.
freaking a green truck. Who's? Oh,
I
it's
was
done.
gonna I was trying to get up next to you so I could yell at you because don't listen, police officers. He made a turn with no turn signal, and I was gonna pull up next to you and be like, "Use a turn signal, motherfucker!"
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I couldn't catch up to you because
It didn't happen. You just imagine that.
you're in your race car and you were driving like 90 through the
Hey,
parking lot.
okay, bullshit. Now here I am, the guy going 15. Everybody's like, your car goes faster than that, doesn't it? Like, yeah, well, the limit's 15 in the parking lot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Try not to
Well,
run over everybody as you plow past those stop signs. Anyway. But
so now we're gonna have to think about playing the lottery because since you sent me that article on a Z400,
yeah, that
we're
looks
gonna
pretty.
have to get a pair of those somehow. So we're gonna have to start playing the lottery.
We're really gonna have to step up our game on this podcast. We're really gonna have to, you know.
Yeah,
We
is
can
that
actually bring in. I'd love to bring on some more talent to join us and have some fun. And we've got plenty of. We got a good base format to where we can, we can do all kinds of shows. We had talked about a movie show in the past and all kinds of stuff. So things like that would be nice to do. A horror movie show, an oddities show, things we've talked about that would be nice to
yeah.
do. You know, so but there's a
I
lot
mean
of
that.
people. There's a lot of talented people in Owensboro and other places, and especially now that we're doing Stream Live, where we can bring them in from pretty much anywhere,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
maybe do some shows that way. I'd love to grow the brand.
Yeah.
So
And there are a lot of ladies that are out of jobs that normally work at gentlemen's clubs that we may be able to have some kind of live show
have
podcast
a
with.
comment there. Let's do. So we want to do
Ah, thanks, bro.
we want to do I kept telling you we should do a strip club podcast at one time
Yeah.
and do an episode from there. We haven't done one yet.
Well, I'm just saying, they need some work now. All the sex workers need a little bit of work, so maybe we can help them out.
There's a difference between a sex worker and a strip club worker, dude. That's a big difference. We're not talking.
It's all sexual. So,
but it's not the same. There's lots of different. Wow. Well, thanks for joining us on our last podcast. I really glad you got to see how we went out. Oh, hey, there we go. Jeez. Hey, it's the bell, Tony. Time to wrap it up.
All right.
I love you, bro. And we definitely can work on. We got some ideas for some new stuff. I will talk to you soon. Maybe Monday we'll have at a phone call or two, and we'll figure some new things out and see what we can come up with.
I'm thinking you just need to start flying the drone over to the house. I'm pretty sure we're close enough that it will make it.
Well, I did put the batteries on the charger, so I could do some drone flying tomorrow.
Because it's got like a mile radius, right? I mean, we live less than a half a mile away. So I think you could just bring it over, kind of like a carrier pigeon.
Yeah, but my luck, you would just slam into somebody's house. That would be.
It is kind of windy over this way.
Yeah, a little message there. Oh shit, Tony! Right. Thank you very much.
Always, man.
Have a great night.
Can't wait till we can get back in the studio.
I know it. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight for Outbreak Live Skate Pod episode 77. Join us. I know. And you can always find us at outbreakpodcast.com. And there's lots of links to all kinds of good stuff. We got some merch available if you want some. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are on iTunes. We are also available now on iHeartRadio. That's right, iHeartRadio. Yep. That was you were like tripping when I showed you that. You're like, how'd you get on there?
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram.
That's right.
Twitter, MySpace.
Everything.
We'll have a new game out on the new Sega console that's coming out.
No.
No.
Thanks, Tony.
I think he's kicking me off, you guys.
Say goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.